It's an AFC North battle, but if you look at how the two teams have played through 2 weeks, this battle may be over in the first quarter. Hey, how are you folks? Jason Horowitz, NFL.com's Pat Kirwan. Glad to be with you here on the NFL Preview Show presented by Tyson Anytizers. It is a new week, so maybe the Browns come out and play better. But, Pat, start with Baltimore. If you went away from football for 3 years and came back and said, oh, the Baltimore Ravens, I know that team, you wouldn't recognize this team. They're scoring points and they're allowing points.
Yeah, well, you know, the offense is what's the biggest surprise to me, that they are now 35 points a game. And so a lot of times when you're on defense and you don't have that sense of urgency that they've had for years, you start to play a little different. Plus, your opponent is now playing catch-up. Yeah. That's not something the Raven defense used to. They're used to those guys playing it close to the vest because the offense couldn't beat them. Things have changed a little bit.
Does any of this have to do with the loss of Rex Ryan as the defensive coordinator also? I mean,
no, I don't think so. I think Ray Lewis is the defensive coordinator. And I talked to John Harbaugh about it this week because the great play to end the game against Darren Sproles in the run. And he said, look, Ray studies tape like nobody else. He knew by the formation and the personnel group on the field and the situation what they were going to run, and he took his own calculated risk to blow through there. The guard pulled to run a power play to the right, and Ray came right through and made the play. So I listened to John. I said, wow, that's great. I went back and looked at the tape. Earlier in that game, in a situation similar, but in midfield, Ray blew right through there again and almost sacked the quarterback. And I could tell from everybody else they were in zone coverage. So great players are going to make great plays. That's Ray Lewis's defense.
And he's one of the best players at that position of all time. All right, Pat, talk about Cleveland here because, okay, offensively, this is a different story for Cleveland because they're 164 yards last year against Baltimore on the road. They're 234 yards a game on offense, and there are questions about Brady Quinn. What do you do if you're Eric Mangini?
Well, they decided to go with Quinn, and I thought they had to, and they should have, but I don't think he can go on forever. And this guy is not able to generate offense and throw touchdowns. He's got a lot of indecision when he's scrambling around looking for where to go. When they got rid of Kellen Winslow, they really hurt themselves about targets and opening up the field. It clearly affected the running game. So you take Braylon Edwards away from the game and you come after Brady Quinn a little bit, he's going to struggle. To me, though, Derek Anderson, maybe 2-3 weeks away, we're going to have to see Derek Anderson come in and start saving games for him and then take over. Because the one thing he showed us when he took over for Charlie Fry was all those pass protection problems that they had with Charlie Fry the first day, they went away immediately because Anderson will get rid of the ball and throw it down the field.
As long as he's not throwing interceptions.
Well, you got to take some chances here. But
successful.
You know, when I went to their camp, another thing, vertical with Anderson, dink and dunk with Quinn, and everyone's sitting in the underneath coverages, daring Brady to throw the ball.
Well, you also have the target, and Braylon Edwards, as you said, is getting double covered, and we'll see. Jamal Lewis, by the way, is questionable for this game with a multitude of injuries, so that would certainly hurt the rushing attack as well. Pat, it's Cleveland at Baltimore. I know you're taking Baltimore. Is this game a blowout?
I think it can be a blowout. I think Cleveland comes in there. They're not at full strength, and even at full strength, they wouldn't be a team I'd take. But they're coming into Baltimore. Baltimore, to me, right now, might be the best team in the NFL. Them or the Giants. They're moving towards. They have great balance, and the thing we never talk about is how really, really good the Raven offensive line is. I think they maul the Cleveland Browns.
And it's getting better because they were young. It's getting better on the best part of it, and it's going there with Joe Flacco on top of it. It's 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS, and for more on this game, stay right here with CBSSports.com. That'll do it for the NFL Preview Show presented by Tyson Anytizers, the meaty Good Man Snack. Pat Kirwan, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care, folks.